want to thank, we've got to reset the room. Judge, come on in. No problem. Normally we have all of our guests sitting up here this year, but Tom's going to help us just reset the room quickly. I wanted to be able to introduce you to, good morning. I wanted to be able to introduce you all to the coordinators for Generation. Where's Shauna Hutchins? Yes, and Lonjay Carter. They put this, where is she? Lonjay? Okay, she's in the back with the girls. They put this together for these young girls. You all know a lot of times as parents we say, oh, there's nothing for the kids to do, right? After school, on weekends. Hold on, let me figure out where my sweet spot is. I think this is our sweet spot, so that you don't hear that echo. And so what she did with her own time, and you all know how we do, our own money sometimes. She wanted to put this group together so that these young ladies would have something to do positive. And they were extremely serious about the kind of dance that they wanted to do. They wanted to be inclusive of that baby shark. Every parent in the room knows about that baby shark. But tell us one more time why you thought it was important for the girls to be able to see this today.
Well, the girls that we deal with are from all walks of life, and I don't think all of them understand just how lucky they are and how blessed they are. And we wanted them to give back. We pour a lot into them every day, and we want to give back to them so they'll know how to give back to other people. And hopefully one day they'll be a forever family for somebody.
Right. We love you, Sean. Thank you so much for being here. And again, we've got some goodies for the girls. Okay? All right, folks, just give me 1 second and we're going to officially kick off our program. One more thing, sir. Let me talk to the ladies in the room. Y'all know about feng shui? Y'all know that thing being off center is driving me nuts, right? Just give me 1 second. All right, is that better? Oh, that was going to work me the whole program. All right, once again, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to National Adoption Day 2019, the official kickoff for the holiday season. We are going to go ahead and stick with our program so that we can get upstairs, take tons of pictures, let the kids go upstairs and have a blast. And we kind of, sort of apologize in advance for all of the sugar they're getting ready to have. We apologize in advance, not really, but you understand. So here to officially bring our welcome and our purpose, and I understand this might be his last go round at this. Yes, I'm heartbroken too. Will you all please warmly welcome Judge Bradley Boyd.
Wow. I got one word, wow. I mean, we got 18 kids here today that are going to go home with a permanent family. I did a wedding last week and I tried to give some words of encouragement to the young couple, and I said, you know, one word that needs to be in your marriage every once in a while is wow. You just need to look at your partner every once in a while and say, wow. You did great. Can't believe you just did that. You look wonderful. Wow, isn't it great that we're together? And that's a word for today. So everybody together with me. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Yes. So we're not going to hold you very long. I want to welcome you on behalf of the court, on behalf of our judges here. We're not going to keep you very long because I know that the happy dispositions that some of these kids have right now have a limited shelf life, and we're going to try and get down to the business of the morning very quickly here. But thank you. We'll recognize some of these special guests in just a moment, but as far as I'm concerned, you know, we always have a recognition of special guests, and I've had to do that before, and I didn't like that because to me every seat in here has a special guest in it. And for whatever part you're playing today, if you're going to be part of one of these new families we're putting together, I salute you. I thank you on behalf of the children, on behalf of the court, on behalf of this community. You are doing a wonderful thing and providing a great gift to kick off the holiday giving season. So thank you, welcome, and let's see, let me turn this back to Ms.
Thank you, Judge. So all of my favorite juvenile court judges know that if they come to National Adoption Day, they have to have a bunch of energy. Isn't that right? Right? Isn't that right? We gotta have a bunch of energy. Let me see for a show of hands, how many of you, this is your first National Adoption Day ever? Look around, y'all. Woo-hoo. Excellent. We are happy to have you guys. We are so happy to have you. We do have tissues upstairs. You will need them. You will need them. This is absolutely not the first time for our next guest, who National Adoption Day also has a very special meaning for her. Please help me to welcome the Fulton County Clerk, Miss Kathleen Tina Robinson.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I tell you what, that was the best way to open National Adoption Day. Those girls were amazing. Yes, yes. And you know, today, when I was younger, I could do that stuff, y'all. But it brought back a lot of memories today. I just danced in my seat, but they were just wonderful, and the ladies that are working with them, I say God bless them as well, because that is wonderful. But when I was coming today, I was like, oh, it's raining, all this rain, it's cloudy, but it's not. It's sunshine in here. It'd be rain out there, but it's sunshine in here. And so, forever families, it is always wonderful to be here with you on National Adoption Day. My team is here. All the deputy clerks are upstairs because we want to make sure that the paperwork is in order. And every year, the deputy clerks want to know who's being adopted. They get so excited. They're so excited. And so when we get the names, they prepare baskets for the kids. Yes. And I tell you, they get better and better every year. They customize the baskets with the kids' names. They want to find, because we can't, know everything about kids, but as much as they can, because they want the baskets to be special for you all and for the families. So when you get your basket, just think about the deputy clerks who just loved you so much and wanted you to feel so special today. But it is also a special day for me because when, I love my mom to death. I really, really do. And I'm a daddy's girl, and I'm going to tell you why. Because when my daddy married my mom when I was 4 years old, he adopted me. So it is such a special, special thing when you are born out of the heart of someone. And I believe I was born out of the heart of my dad. I've never been born physically from my mom, but I was born out of the heart from my dad. And it's a very, very special, special relationship. So again, I congratulate the children, I congratulate the families, and the forever families, because my dad will be forever my dad, even though he's gone now, but he'll be forever my dad. So it's a very, very special time. I want you to know that we at the Superior Court and Magistrate Court Clerk's Office are here for you if you ever need us, and we love you. And again, we congratulate you and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Folks in the very, very back of the room, you guys are standing in front of those baskets. Park the seat for 1 second so everybody can see those baskets. Oh, those are not the baskets. I see, this is what happens when you ad-lib. This is what happens on TV when you ad-lib the wrong story. See? Just stick to the script, Sean. Just stick to the script. Okay, part of the script that I forgot to mention at the beginning, which is a house rule, Can you all put your phones on silent? Let's put the phones on silent. And if we need to take a phone call, let's just be so kind to just send them to voicemail or walk on out in the hallway, because tell them today is not their day. Today is the day of these babies. All right, Zach, y'all can do that for me? All right, back to the script. Back to the script. We have with us Judge Renata Turner, our presiding judge, who's going to come and recognize, some of the special guests. We can never do that right? And then also introduce our dynamic keynote speaker. Judge Turner, come on up.
Thank you. Thank everyone for being here and everyone who put this wonderful program together. This is always a special day for all of us at the court. It's also a very special day for me because I'm an adoptive parent. And so it always brings me joy to see other families being formed and born of the heart. So I want to welcome everyone here. I have the task of recognizing special visitors and guests, and as Judge Boyd said, it's one of the hardest things to do. Not only because everyone is special, but because you always forget someone. So I apologize in advance if I've overlooked anyone, but I want to recognize first the judges from the juvenile court bench, Judge Yoakum, Judge Fulton, our part-time judges, Judge Pitts, Judge Butler, Judge Jackson. I saw Judge Kirk come in. Any other judges? I'm sorry, who's stuck in the room? Okay, any others? Oh, of course, yes. I'm going to introduce her in 1 second. Any other special judge, any other special guests that I am overlooking? If I am, again, I apologize and we welcome you wholeheartedly. So now I'm going to introduce another judge from the County Superior Court. And it's a great honor for me to introduce this person because she is one of the people that I look up to. And I often wonder, how is she doing all of this? So maybe she'll share some of her secrets as to how she does it all. Judge Shandina Morris was recently appointed to the DeKalb County Superior Court by Governor Brian Kemp on June 17, 2019. Prior to Judge Morris's appointment, she serves as a DeKalb County State Court Judge in the Traffic Division. A graduate of Lakeside High School in DeKalb County, Judge Morris earned a bachelor's degree in journalism from the University of Georgia, go Dogs, and a master's degree in criminal justice from Albany State University. She graduated from Mercer University School of Law in 1997 and was admitted to the Georgia Bar that same year. Judge Morris is involved in many professional, civic, and religious organizations. She is a member of the State Bar of Georgia, the American Bar Association, the Georgia Association of Black Women Attorneys, the DeKalb Bar Association, the Gate City Bar Association, the Lawyers Club. She serves on the Board of Governors for the State Bar of Georgia, the Judicial Review Committee for the Georgia Association of Black Women Attorneys, and the chair of the Gate City Bar Association Judicial Section. Judge Morris serves as a proud member of the University of Georgia Alumni Board of Directors and Mercer University's Law School Alumni Balsa Council Vice President. There are several things I could say about Judge Shandina Morris. She's also an alumnus of Leadership DeKalb, and she is an executive board member of the Day League, formerly the DeKalb Rape Crisis Center. But one of the most special things about Judge Shandina Morris is she's a member of Delta Sigma Theta. When she pledged at the Zeta Psi chapter, University of Georgia, the best chapter there is. So without further ado, I welcome Judge Shandina Morris.
Good morning. Good morning. You know what? I like a lot of energy. Good morning. Good morning. So National Adoption Month. What is special about today, this Saturday, November 23rd, 2019? Okay, y'all know This is the first day of your forever blessed. But one of the things that I will say is the greatest blessing is my family and my children. So today I stand before you as a parent, and particularly a parent, an adopted parent. So I just want to start with a quote, and I want you all to repeat after me after I say this. I didn't give you the gift of life. Life gave me the gift of you. So let's say that together. I didn't give you the gift of life. Life gave me the gift of you. And I feel that every day. So we are here to celebrate National Adoption Month. And some of the things that I just want to share with you in reference to National Adoption Month is we have an opportunity to celebrate and honor the families that have grown through adoption. We have an opportunity to recognize over hundreds of thousands of children who have an opportunity to be adopted. So this is a very special day. And this is a day in which we can bring awareness to this so we can make sure that all of our families and all of our children have the opportunity to have forever families. So I want to share a quote with you. Family, did you all know that for 2019, that this is for National Adoption Month, the theme is Youth Voices, Why Family Matters. And once again, it's Youth Voices, Why Family Matters. And so I found this quote and I felt that this was particularly important for this special day. It says, family. Family isn't defined only by the last names or blood. It's defined by commitment and by love. It means showing up when you need it the most. It means having each other's backs. It means choosing to love each other even on those days when you struggle to like each other. I know y'all have been there. Okay. It means never giving up on each other. So I'll tell you that I'm close to 50 years old, so July 27th, I will be 50. And I'm like, wow, this has really flown by. And even though I am close to 50, I still remember the love and support of my parents. And I'll tell you, I can remember when I was in the 2nd grade, my very first dance recital. And I was so nervous and so anxious. And I got on that stage and I was pretty much uncoordinated. But I remember looking out in the audience and seeing my father. And he gave me a nod and I knew that everything would be okay. I remember when I couldn't ride a bike and I had a bike with the training wheels. And both my mother and my father, they came and they tried to teach me how to ride that bike. So finally they took the training wheels off and something went bad. And so we all went flying down a hill and tumbled over, but they were there with love and support. I also remember as an adult, and Shani, you probably remember this, my very first trial as a prosecutor. Well, I had both of my parents there, and not only were there for support, but they were there every trial after. And after my father passed, my mother was there when I lost my first trial, and so she was there so I could quietly shed a tear on her shoulder. So for you all, with National Adoption Month and Forever Families, it's about the love and the support of family. And so what you are doing here today will have an impact on your children's lives forever. Forever. So, I want to tell you a little story about harmony. So do we know what harmony means? Anybody, any kids familiar with the term harmony? Sometimes you see that word used with musical notes, and we try to live in harmony, peace, and harmony. So, the story of harmony. May 1st of 2015, I was working at Fulton County District Attorney's Office, and I received a call, but I didn't answer that call. And my phone just kept ringing and ringing and ringing. And so finally, I answered that call. And so that call was from someone from DFAX. Actually, it was a DFAX case manager. And they said, is this Ms. Morris? Yes, it is. Well, we have an infant that is 3 days old, and she is here at the hospital at Rockdale Medical Center. And she said, if you don't come get this infant, then we're gonna have to find a group home or a foster placement. And I was looking around the room, and I was looking for cameras, because I said, are you sure you have the right person? And they said yes. And I was like, okay, somebody must be playing a joke on me. Well, it turns out they weren't, and Harmony's biological parents were unable to take care of Harmony, so they gave my name and number. So I immediately called my husband, and I was like, hey, guess what? He didn't react so well to that, and I said, but we have an opportunity to take this beautiful little baby out. And he said, are you working on your stuff, because this is crazy. Long story short, we went to Rockdale Medical Center on May 1st of 2015, and we brought home this beautiful, beautiful little girl, and her biological parents named her Harmony. And so I will tell you that Harmony has brought so much love and joy to our family. And Harmony is also a biological relative of mine. So it was August 17th, 2017, that we officially adopted Harmony. And so Harmony has been in our life, and she is now 4 years old. And so I will tell you, it is the best thing in our life to have our children and our family together. And I want to thank Beth Ann, because Beth Ann was a part of that when we went through all this. So if you all would, just give a hand to all of the people in Fulton County who have worked to make this day a very special day. And I do not want to stand in your way of your forever family. Isn't this the best day? Yes. Do we care about the rain? No. This is the wonderful day. Yes.
Judge Morris, I'm going to recommend you for a few more speaking engagements if you do that kind of keynote address in just less than 10 minutes. We love you. We love you. I was hoping you would tell that story. Those of us who are friends with the judge, she was calling us that night too. Can y'all call Joe? Tell Joe it's going to be all right. Joe thinks I'm crazy. Can y'all please let him know it's going to be all right? And it has turned out to be the biggest blessing. And little side note, Judge, look at how your life just completely turned around with blessing after blessing after blessing after you did this. She got more appointments by everybody you know, for every board, every judgeship, you name it, it happened, and it happened right after you blessed somebody else. So God bless you too, sister. God bless you. Okay, all right, 10:25. All right, Judge Turner, you want to come on back up here and give the award presentation?
Yes.
All right.
Before I do that, I must say that I did forget someone who's very important. I have to recognize this person in absentia, our Chief Judge, Judge Juliet Scales. She would love to be here. She sends her regrets, but she actually had a death in the family, so she had to, she unfortunately cannot be here today. But I would be remiss if I didn't recognize her and send her greetings and her regrets for not being here on this great day. So now I have the pleasure of recognizing and introducing the recipient of the Honorable Willie J. Lovett Award for Outstanding Service to Children. How many of you remember Judge Lovett? So Judge Lovett was one of our beloved colleagues on the bench. He brought us, all of us, so much joy. He loved children tremendously. And he gave so much of his heart and soul into everything that he did, that he sometimes neglected himself. So he's left us not only a legacy of love, but a legacy of learning to remembering to take care of ourselves. And I'm not sure if his wife is here. Is Sulitha Butler here? She typically is at everything that there is for him. She's continually lives up to his legacy and promotes his legacy. She has a scholarship award for him that blesses several students with college money, and I'm sure she would love to be here as well. So with great pleasure, I'm going to announce the 2019 Judge Willie J. Levitt Award to someone we all love and know in the courthouse. This person donates time, money, and relentless efforts to provide children mentoring and educational support. He started the famous and beloved TLC program that meets every Saturday for enrichment service. He gives children and families hope for a better tomorrow, and he is a father figure, brother, role model to our children who need inspiration and someone who believes in them relentlessly. He unselfishly gives 100% at all times to children and families in Fulton County. This person has dedicated his life to volunteer work, community programs, and youth outreach above and beyond his duties with juvenile court. He has worked for juvenile court for over 30 years and has always used that expertise and knowledge in his volunteer work with the group he founded called TLC, the Learning Club. I have seen him continuously give out of his own pocket. Now again, I think reminded us that those who give from our heart often end up giving from our pocket as well, and he is one who does that continuously, giving from his own pockets to help children every Saturday for years. He is a staple in this community and inspirational, and is well loved by everyone who knows him. He advocates strongly for youth and communities and communicates with them in his deeply held belief that any youth can and should excel. He does not accept excuses, but at the same time, he is unendingly patient and loving to the children he serves. He does not give up on any youth, and he's a prime example of putting caring into practice. So without further ado, I want to congratulate and welcome Mr. Samuel Washington. And as you can see, he's a giant among us. All right, so here's Mr. Washington to the Honorable Willie J. Levitt Award for Outstanding Service to Children, presented to Samuel Washington, 2019 National Adoption Day.
Good morning.
Good morning.
To those of you who might be a little confused, it's light black. To those of you who don't understand, it's a juvenile court family matter. I humbly accept this award. Judge Levitt loved kids.
Yes.
We moved his vision forward. I accept this award for the many, many, many people who have shared our passion and vision for moving our kids forward. Thank you. Before that was GD yesterday.
So just really quickly, everybody in the room really doesn't know what TLC, I know because we've covered it. Well, I'm sorry, sir, what is GLC?
Okay. It's 10-11 care. No. So it's mentoring and tutoring. It started in 2002 as tutoring. We had a professional tutor. She worked with 10 kids every Saturday. She recognized that the kids are very capable, very smart. It's not that they can't excel fail in school is that they don't. So we need to institute processes that require that they do. So that's what we do. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for everything you're doing. You all give another round of applause to Mr. Washington. And so if you didn't get the whole "this is really black," he wears black every single day. So today he put on his other church suit. Right? All right, that was light black. That's what they said, light black. All right. Okay, so now we've got a couple of other special recognitions and presentations, and here is the court administrator, Ms. Omatayo Ali, which she completely understands that I will come and get her if she takes too long. And so we are going to welcome, there is no one who has a bigger heart for juvenile court and what she calls her babies than Ms. Omatayo Ali. Please give her a round of applause.
Good morning. You know, for the longest, I think I got out of school a long time ago, but every time I deal with her, I feel as if I have my principal standing right here. And so I listen like my children. I am going to do this in 10 minutes because that's what she told me to do. Good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
When you see what we do in juvenile court, I hope someone can tell the county manager what we're doing here today. Because half of what we do in this court is because of all of you. Volunteers who bring money, commissioners who support us to make sure that we can get our budget, all those things that we're asking for. They know that we need to get those right, Tina. And so we just want to thank all of you. The folks who put this together is the team that was led by Karen.
Yes.
Karen.
Yes, I'm right here.
Oh, yeah. The Adoption Day Committee and Karen Cloud, they met next door to me every Wednesday. I heard the voices, the smiles. I went in there and I just want to take credit for everything they did that I did not do. And so thank you so much for what you did, your team. This is the biggest that we've had ever. So I think next year we're going to the auditorium. And so we apologize for not having enough seats. We've just never had this many crowd. Please come back next year. We're looking forward to hosting all of you. But to all of you on this team, thank you for working day and night. They were here last night when I was here. I left some of them here last night and they were here this morning before I got here. Thank you for all you do. And to all the people who support us to make sure that we get money every year, Fulton County CASA, we appreciate you. Mary Group, someone from Mary Group here. Thank you, Mary Group. Not only are they giving us money, we have a health center on the 4th floor. We have a dental truck. And because of Judge Boyd's affiliation with our Mary Group, they are here to take care of our children. We have a health center in our court. We have a school in our court. We have a dental truck taking care of our children in our court. We are just the best. Just tell somebody. And so thank you, Mary Group. And Mary Group came to us about, how am I doing time?
Good, right?
Good, okay. Mary Group came to us about a few years ago. You know, someone makes a promise. A lot of people don't keep it, and Mary Group has kept it. And so today, because of Ms. Shania Chavis Walker, who has been, she's the director of MGTV, social media, important, everything for Fulton County. But more importantly, she has taken a liking to us. She has done a lot for this court. And because of her today, we have our sisters from the Azalea chapters of the Links. They're promising to hang out with us and to support juvenile court. And when they said they were going to do that, of course I believed them. And then they called back later and they said, we want to sponsor 2 families. And then I believed them some more. Yeah. And so they have decided that they will be here with us every year. And the possibilities are just unlimited. I just want to thank you. We have 2 families that we are going to present to.
So I would like to introduce to you members of the Azalea City chapter of the Links Incorporated and our president, Ms. Daryl Griffith. These sisters heard about what juvenile court, you all come on up. They heard what juvenile court was doing, and they heard about National Adoption Day. And they said, you know what, well, can't we just do something? And it just took one executive board meeting that I just so happened to be mentioning it. And the next thing you know, our chair from one of our facet committees called and said, we're gonna do this. So I'd like to introduce you to Daryl Griffith and members of the Azalea City Links, who has a special presentation.
Good morning, everyone. Come on, my little sisters. I'm Daryl Griffin, president of the Azalea City chapter of the Links Incorporated. Links Incorporated consists of 16,000 professional women in the United States, the United Kingdom, and in the Bahamas. So we are delighted to be here in Atlanta with you and support one of our national initiatives of foster care. We are thrilled about Forever Family. We are thrilled about this National Adoption Day. We are delighted that Link Shania brought this to our attention, and it was a quick decision and an excellent decision on our part. We would like to present monetary as well as presentation checks to two ladies that are in this room, and we'd like to ask them to come forward.
Okay, and they don't know this. So to make Christmas a little brighter, for Miss
Valencia Malone.
Valencia, where are you? Valencia, where are you? Is that you, Valencia? Oh! Valencia didn't know! Look at her! Valencia, come on up with us. Come on, baby. All right. Valencia had no idea, did you?
No.
Merry Christmas to you. Hold on 1 second. Let's take a photo. Come on, where's the baby? Where's the baby? Okay. All right.
And our second recipient.
Here's your check.
Here's your check. You have a real check. Okay, all right, she has. Our second recipient, if she will come forward, is Twanicia Crawford.
And one of the criteria for the checks, we asked the court which families of the year had been so dedicated with helping with multiple kids this year. And these were the two ladies who have done the most this year.
Right here, please.
All right. 3, 2, 1. All right.
Okay, just a few minutes. I was telling you how all we do in the court is because of a whole lot of you, and how our commissioners just support us and make sure we get all the money that we ask for. You see, Commissioner Hall was just in the hallway, and she was talking to her out. You know, because she's going to greet everybody on the way. And I finished saying that before she got here. I'm going to repeat it. Thank you, Commissioner Falker, for coming. Thank you for supporting Juvenile Court. Always saying, you ask for what you need. Make sure you ask for what you need, because we know you love the children, because this is the heart that you bring to us every day. And thank you. And so we want to welcome you, recognize you. Thank you for all you have done, all you will do, especially with the budget process this year, and making sure that we get it. But for now, Commissioner, I welcome you and I thank you for everything.
And so I think I have about 3 more minutes before the principal comes here. And so Youth Sparks is here. And do we have Miss Edwards here? Thank you, Youth Sparks, for allowing us to ask you for money that we didn't even give you or stay with you, but we're always needing something. Tip is here. Thank you for being in the building. Casa, thank you for all that you do. And the ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha, thank you all for doing everything you do every year. And the Delta folks too, thank you, because I cannot recognize you without recognizing the others. And so one more time, I want to say thank you from the heart to the Juvenile Court Adoption Day Committee. Dr. Haynes, I don't know how you do what you do. There she is. This is from DPAT. And I know she just does not have a whole lot to do because she's here every single time when we call her. We know you have a lot to do, but you take us so seriously. Thank you. We'll see you next year in a bigger space. Okay? Thank you all, and have a good morning.
You are awesome this year. Wow, she has learned over the years. That was awesome. Okay, families, we are almost there. But in an effort, I wanted to first make sure that when you get a minute this evening after all of the commotion calms down, take a look at the story in your book about the Crawford family. And this was one of the young ladies who was able to be blessed this morning with some extra Christmas cash for the kids. So right now, I know we have, where's Karen? Where are you, Karen? We wanted to give you guys, come on Karen, I need your help. We're going to give you all helpers. Each family is going to get a helper. And we're going to take you up to the 4th floor. The kids are going to have a great time. That's when paparazzi gets to take all their pictures. And that's where the actual official program will actually start. With these four. And I gave her a compliment. And now she needs to come back up. Another 2 minutes, Miss Omatayo Ali.
Thank you. I mean, I had some assignment that I needed to do, but I was so scared of the principal, I kept hurrying off. We have some quick hours, and I'm going to make it quick. 2-hour judge from DeKalb County, and that's the best county there is, right? I know that. And that's because I've lived there for the past 34 years. Thank you for, when I called you, you didn't even see, you just said, without a doubt, I'll be here. And that was it. And so we thank you for all you do, and DeKalb leadership, the best class of 2016. Here we are. Thank you. And so we want to present this to you in appreciation of just coming to us and making this a good day for the Forever families that are starting and going to enjoy what you have enjoyed. Thank you so much. And I think I have one more, right? Yeah. Am I doing it right? That's perfect? Okay. One more minute. And this is to Shania. Oh, yes. You know, in juvenile court, we own Shania. We call for her to host everything. And I know there are times when she says, seriously, you're calling me this late? But she shows up. And she's the director of FGTV. She's over the film. She's over social media, social, all of that. But she has time and finds time to be here. And then when she called me that the links will be, when I saw that call coming, I was actually in South Africa. I'm like, this is going to be like $2 a minute. Should I finish or not? But I said, this is Shania. She only calls when it's really important. And it was. And it brought us some great joy. So for all you do, and for all you will continue to do, yes, we present this in that 1 minute that you allow me to speak.
Thank you. She really isn't kidding. I absolutely, this is the one event all year long that I don't care what I've got on my calendar, I make this happen. And it's because of what you guys are getting ready to go through. This is an exciting moment. So you all have done really, really well with the kids sitting on your laps. You guys have done great. Karen, let's give them some idea and some direction over who will help them. Now, the judge told me that we need to really keep this process tight. Each of you will get about 10 minutes or so. So they really need, when they call you, they need you to get moving so that you can get up there and get situated and get your cameras out, okay? So on behalf of Fulton Government Television and Fulton Films, and Fulton County Government, I tell you, thank you so very much for allowing me to be here with you. Judge Boyd, I am going to miss you next year. I hope you'll come back just to kind of hang out with us, you retiring man. Yes, you and your wife have been wonderful, so we just really hope to see you again next year. Happy holidays, everybody. Here's Karen.